Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Midgard Golf. And we're back out here today for what's a very nostalgic round for me, and that's why I'm doing this here. And of course, I'm surrounded by it here, all the swag that I picked up from the course here, divot repair, awesome, super cool, never seen one like it, divot repair, and the club head cover, putter head club head cover here. My towel, the shirt that I'm wearing, yeah, super awesome gear that they have out here at this course, and yeah, there's a reason for that. Out here at the Dragon at Nakoma, or rather the Dragon at the Nakoma Resort. So, yeah, a little story about this course before we get into the vlog here, or the vlogs, you know how I do it. Two-part series, front 9 will be this week, back 9 will be next week. But, yeah, so when I was 16 years old, for my 16th birthday, and that was obviously, yeah, a few decades ago now, a couple of decades ago. Anyway, yeah, long time ago. Yeah, yeah, it was the first time that I played this course, and I never went back. So I played it right after it opened, or not long after the course opened. So it was kind of a highlight thing back then, like, ooh, you know, new course up in the mountains here, super challenging. It was like over a 150 slope back then. So they've since kind of eased it up a little bit just because it was so hard that literally people didn't want to come back and play it again. The only reason that people would go out there to play it in the first place was just to, you know, see a course that challenging. They'd be like, whoo, that was cool. Sure got beat down hard and not going back there. But now it's a little bit easier, but certainly not a easy course by any shadow of a doubt. So, yeah, if you go out there to play, you're going to have an absolutely marvelous time. The staff out there is just next to none. I mean, they really took care of us this day, but we were the only guys out there really playing in the rain. But, yeah, nevertheless, I mean, just stellar hospitality all around. And, yeah, the course itself, just magical. So, yeah, when I was 16, back to the story there, so I was so excited. This was the first time that Dad and I had gone out and played somewhere like exotic, right? Like, you know, outside of town, outside of Reno, Nevada, where I grew up. And, yeah, I was just so excited to be like, ooh, we're going to go play somewhere in California, you know, just, yeah, wild and crazy. So I just thought that was the coolest thing. And I'll never forget the weather that we experienced that day. And ever since then, I have yet to experience a round of golf in that specific type of weather. What it was, so it was warm outside, it was really nice actually. But there was super heavy fog all over the course all day long. I mean, like, you couldn't see past 20, maybe 30 yards ahead of you. You're just staring out into this white, kind of mystical abyss on every hole. You're just like, well, the hole's that way, so hit the ball that way. And yeah, you'd hit your drive, it would tear a hole through the cloud that was sitting there right on your head. And yeah, you'd see that carving of a path that your ball would rip in it, and you'd just be like, okay, yep, go that way. That's where it went. And it was just so quiet and calm and peaceful all day. You know how usually you show up to a golf course and it's an expectation for it to be somewhat quiet, right? But you can usually hear certain things if you really think about it. You know, birds rustling, squirrels running around, whatever. You know, there'll be little sounds out there, right? But no, this day was just eerily dead silent. It was just the most peaceful round that I've ever had in my entire life. And yeah, apparently it's pretty rare up there in the mountains in Clio, California there in Plumas County, kind of in the Portola area, which is an amazing place to go play a whole bunch of golf, mind you. So we're doing a whole lot of that content this year. And if you're looking for a wild place to go play golf that nobody's ever heard of before, yeah, you could do far worse than the greater Portola, the Plumas County area there. There's just a bunch of absolutely stellar golf to go play. And we're going to showcase a lot of it for you this year. So I hope you enjoy all this content. But anyway, yeah, so this year we get back out there, and usually early October, this time of year when we're playing this round, it's usually pretty, you know, kind of chilly weather, but pretty nice, right? All by and large, unless it's going to be an early snowstorm. It's not like it was this year with just a ton of rain, but it was also very foggy. just like the first time that I played the course decades ago. So it's really cool to be able to capture this content for you almost in the same conditions that I played it under the first time that I played it. And I never thought that I would get to experience that again. So it was really cool. And for Pops and I to do a 2-ball scramble out here and shoot the score that we did, watch the rest of the content here to find out how we scored. But yeah, put up a pretty incredible performance, especially given the conditions, even for a 2-ball scramble on this round here. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much for joining us for a round and a vlog that means so much to me, and to be able to capture this content with my dad. And you know, it's basically traveling back in time to be able to call upon that. You know, back then YouTube didn't even exist, so filming your rounds like this, that was not a thing. So it's cool to be able to go back and get this content on that course that holds such a cool memory for me in my past. So, and one more thing, big shout out to, oh gosh, I hope I pronounce your name right. So, Ihsan, I-H-S-A-N, Dincer, D-I-N-C-E-R. So anyway, I found this epic version of Gangsta's Paradise, which was a song that was real popular back when I was a teenager as well. And I was like, oh, that would just complete the nostalgia to be able to use this song as an intro clip for this particular vlog. That would be so cool. But anyway, so I reached out to the artist, because obviously the song's not with upbeat there, which is, if you've been paying attention to all of my videos for the last few years, that's where I get all of my music from, and I do have licenses for all of it. I do pay for it, so anyway, it's all squared away. But anyway, I reached out to the artist there and asked him if he wouldn't mind if I used his song in this video here, and he granted me permission to do so. So big shout out to him. Of course, I'm going to throw a link to his YouTube page in the comments below. So if you want to see some epic renditions of some music, some that are going to be probably nostalgic for you, and yeah, some that are just more original. But yeah, he really makes some good stuff, some really cool stuff if you like epic tunes like that. So anyway, go check out his channel. It's in the description below. And yeah, without further ado, I'll hand it over to Pops, who's going to do the narration for these next couple of videos here, this one and then the back 9, and give you the whole description and some of the history of this course, because he knows a whole lot more about it than I do. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Throw us a like and subscribe if you've been liking the content we've been throwing down on this channel. Really appreciate that. And as I'm recording this right now, well, we actually just lost a couple of subscribers. I don't know how that happens. Who unsubscribes to your channel? But 10 more subscribers. And I'm giving away another Midgard golf hat. And branded Bills hats they are. So, and it's the Pro Elite Series. So anyway, yeah, really nice hats. They cost me $80 a pop. So there you go. If you want a cost correlation, really nice hats. Heavy PVC for the logo, last you a dog's age. So, and we don't sell them, obviously, as I've said in a lot of the videos. Only way to get one is to either win one of those hat giveaways every 100 subscribers, or if you're featured on the channel, if you're actually in a vlog with us. So it's a tradition that Jeremy and I started up when we started the channel back in 2020. Can't believe it's been that long now. It's 2025 now. It's crazy. But, or 2021, rather. Yeah, 2021. Anyway, still, yeah, long time. And for those of you wondering whatever happened to Jeremy, so he's still my brother. He's still one of my very best friends. Him and his wife. I just love them both to death. And yeah, he's been working real hard recently. He's actually getting his nursing degree right now. So he's been a welder for as long as I've known him. Yeah, and yeah, he's getting out of that and going into the medical field. And past that, he also just had a baby. Just actually while I was filming this content, while I was in Reno and Portola. So called me up while I was on one of the courses. I can't remember which one. Let me know that they had just had their kid. Actually, I think it was Gray's Crossing when he called me. Yeah, but anyway. So congratulations to Jeremy on his newborn baby. And what did he name him? Rory. So welcome Rory Garcia to the world. And he's just a cute little baby. So Jeremy's just simply super, super busy right now. Just doesn't have time to get out and play with me as much as he was. So, but yeah, we didn't have like a falling out or anything like that. Yeah, he's just busy. It is what it is. So hopefully we'll see Jeremy back on the channel one of these days. And yeah, probably in some years here, once we get a club in little Rory's hands, then maybe we can get him on the channel there with us. That would be super cool. So anyway, all right, I've rambled enough. Without further ado, thank you again for showing up to the round, and enjoy the video.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is Vic Williams, Alex's Pop, and we're coming to you once again from incredible Plumas County, California. This is our second round in a 5-round jag up here, actually 4 rounds, plus a round in Truckee, California. And it is a amazing place called the Dragon at Nakoma Resort. It's about a 10-minute, 15-minute drive from our last golf course, Grizzly Ranch. So it's a must play. No matter if you're up here for a 36-hole round and high summer back to back, or you're spending a few days here, which we highly recommend. You could stay right here at the resort if you want. They've got all kinds of accommodations, and you won't be disappointed. This golf course, when it first opened at the turn of the 21st century, was easily one of the hardest golf courses in America. That's exactly how the original developers wanted it. And that's how architect Robin Nelson, who is no longer with us, but became one of the world's great designers, especially in Pacific Rim, a lot of golf courses in Asia. He took this piece of land that's hanging on the side of a mountain and did amazing work. The golf course, when they first opened it in 2000, was probably the hardest golf course in the continental United States, at least the hardest public golf course or resort golf course. I think it was right around the highest rated golf course as far as difficulty at that time. And Nelson took the owners at their word, designed greens with buried elephants in them, a lot of bunkering, some serious side hill lies, and just a tough experience all the way through. I actually played the golf course with him when it opened, and he said, "Oh, I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have done that. I would have changed this, but I did their bidding." And his thought was, hey, somebody would come up here and get their ass kicked and never come back. Anyway, the owners became big supporters of our magazine at the time, Fairways and Greens. And so we did our best to promote the golf course. And over the years, a couple ownership changes, it has been softened. Some greens have been leveled out a little bit. Some bunkers have been removed or softened. Some landing areas have been widened. And it's basically the same golf course as when it opened, but it's much more favorable to play for the average weekend or resort golfer. So with that, it is a must play. And it's just gotten better over the years. I've played it many times. I've shot everything from the low 80s to 100 or more. And you just got to take it because the views are incredible. Mountain views, forests, some streams, lakes. The Feather River Canyon comes into play on a couple holes on the front nine, as you will soon see. And Alex and I played it on a very unusual day. In fact, very rare up here. It was in a driving rain in early October. We had the entire golf course to ourselves, and we didn't care. We went for it. We considered bailing for about 5 seconds, but it's an hour drive from Reno, so while we were there, we were going to get it done. Hell or high water, as it were. So we brought our rain gear, we suited up, and we hit a few shots on the waterlogged driving range. Admired the clubhouse, which is an incredible place, and stepped right up on the first tee. Nobody in front of us. So let's head there. It is a par 5 to open, and it's a great way to open because it is a reachable par 5. Even from the back tees of 533, we played number 3 tees, 482. The tee shot is downhill to a severely left to right sloping rough fairway combo with bunkering up a lot of the right side. So obviously the design idea was to force you to take on those bunkers if you wanted a shot at the green in 2. But if you hit it up on the left, chances are, even in damp conditions, it's going to kick down where you could, with a decent tee shot, you could have a shot in 2 at the green. Otherwise, it's a layup and a flip wedge up to a plateau green. Big, deep bunkers on the right-hand side. You want to avoid those. You also want to avoid the slope to the left of the green. And do not go long because the ball's most likely history. It's going to find some manzanita brush or kick off the slope and down across the county highway here in Plumas County. So keep that in mind. If you've got a draw in your bag with a second shot fairway metal or iron, this is the time to employ it. Once you find the green, hopefully the pin is not back right because it is brutal back there. It's a little bit of a tabletop, and you're going to have your best stroke to get it up and down in 2. Otherwise, hey, you could 1-putt for an eagle or a birdie, or play it safe, go for it in 3, 2-putt for a par, and count your blessings. 1, that you're out here at all, and 2, that you've got your round off to anything but disastrous start as far as the scorecard goes. So let's step up there, shake off the water, and give it a ride.
That sounded smoked.
Crushed. Right down the middle.
Fucking ain't right.
Maybe the best drive I hit all day.
Hopefully there's many more to come.
Yeah, buddy. Going down the left side.
Woo! All right.
We're off like a herd of turtles.
So it says here it's only 169.
Get it.
I think you got to hit like an 8.
Okay, now it's adjusting to 162.
Okay. Yeah.
Right over the tree, baby. Look at this shit.
Yep.
Oh,
What a shot.
Okay.
Learning the green speeds as we go. That's an opening tweeter, baby! Great shot. Ham and egging off the bat. Can't birdie them all if you don't birdie the first.
All right, everybody. What'd you think of that first hole? I think I'm right. It was a good one, right? Even in the rain. So now that you have made your par or better, on to the second hole. But first, let me clear a couple things up. I forgot to mention that Alex and I played a two-man scramble up here at the Dragon, both because it was raining and because we thought it would make for the better, just a more fun round for us and for you. So that's what we did. And yeah, it was a good one. And we had a pretty good game this day, as you'll see. Also, since you are here with us enjoying this round, early on wanted to reiterate that we always love to see you give that thumbs up at the bottom of the screen. Give us a like. Better yet, become a subscriber and follow us throughout our exploits. Alex is usually on here. He's always on here with his buddies. Sometimes I show up, at least once a year. I show up to join him for a few rounds. Either way, we love to see you here on this channel, Midgard Golf. We're getting very close to the next threshold of swag to give away, including a one-of-a-kind hat once we hit the next 100 subscriber level. From there, the swag will only get even more incredible. So please follow us, and thanks for being here. All right, the second hole at the Dragon at Nakoma Resort is a par 4, probably one of the tougher holes on the entire golf course. It's a 3 handicap hole, playing 438 from the waybacks. From where we played it, it's still a stout 382 yards, especially in the rain. Not a driving rain, but a steady rain, kind of a mountain rain that can be fun to play in and can be challenging. So here we are, standing on the tee. It is a blind tee shot. You'll see a fairly flat line of a ridge in front of you, but nothing beyond that. There is a bunker off to the right that can swallow a golf ball that's cut too much. And if you hit driver, just be aware that if you really nut it, especially from this set of tees, it could just dive into a big ravine that's in front of the green. That you'll find it when you come down there, take your cart over the hill. You'll see a ravine and you'll be like, uh-oh, what did I do? So you may want to consider hitting a fairway metal off the tee or a long iron, leaving yourself in a probably a 8 iron to a wedge in, depending on how far down the hill you are. You'll have a downhill lie. If you lay way back, kind of even with the bunker off to the right, you will have a fairly level lie and a good view of the green, which is kind of on the small side, well protected, not only by the ravine about 50 to 75 yards short of it, but also 2 sizable jigsaw piece bunkers off to the right and in front of the green. So you got to fly your ball all the way back in there. Make sure you get it on the surface because it does fall away on both sides and to the back, leaving just a almost impossible recovery chip shot, pitch shot. Better off to put a good, comfortable club in your hand for the second shot and float it in there, leaving yourself a 2-putt for par. This is the lowest point of the golf course. You start heading back up the hill from here. We make a 180 to the third hole and back up the hill. So just keep in mind that as second holes go, this one is a stout challenge. You're going to love everything about it, but just be aware that you still got to keep your game going. So with that, let's step up to this tee box and see how we fare.
Little left to right. Little left to right. Either way. There's the fucking par. Get in. Do it, do it, do it, do it! Oh! Great par.
I was walking that sucker in.
Yeah, you were.
Son of a gun.
Getting the Colin Morikawa.
Alrighty, y'all. As you saw, that second hole ate us up a little bit, but we survived and enjoying it so far, rain and all. So on we go to the number 3 hole, another par 4. This one is only 358 yards from the third set of tees. Plays fairly straightforward. It's all in front of you. Slight dog leg to the right. Fairly level fairway. A little bit of a slope from one side to the other, but you can see the distant fairway bunker and make your plan. You want to keep it a little bit right. The duo of fairway bunkers kind of tuck into the left side of the fairway in the driving area. Blow it over those and you're in awesome shape. You'll have just a little wedge shot over a couple of bunkers to a green that's kidney-shaped green, kind of tucked back to the right. So a little fade would do you well on this hole on the second shot. But first things first, and that's hitting a good drive. Bust one down there. Go for it. Put it all the way down to the end of the fairway. You'll have a little 60 or a 56 in your hand. You can drop it in there on this green. Give yourself 2 putts and walk away with a easy par. But really, this is a birdie hole. This is one of the few flat-out birdie holes along with number 1 on the front 9. So give it a go. You'll have the second hole off to your left, so that kind of gives you an idea of the shape. You just want to keep it a little bit to the right and float one in there with a wedge to give yourself a heck of a start, and a heck of a 3-hole start to the Dragon at Nakoma Ranch. So let's go for it and step up and have some fun.
Great chip. Go now.
Go! Alright. Just like that, but a little harder. Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Wow. That Grand Tour ate me alive. Agreed.
Pretty much that line of speed.
That was definitely
Oh yeah. What time?
Get in! Get in! Oh! Brutality. Oh. That's alright. I know where it is.
There it is anyway.
Yeah, that's good.
Bogey.
Yeah. Not a bad bogey.
All right, folks, we are now into the meat of the golf course. The next 4 holes are truly something special on the front 9 here at Nakoma, the Dragon at Nakoma Resort. I think I called it Nakoma Ranch after the last hole. Sorry about that. I'm an old guy. Sometimes I mess stuff up. Anyway, on to the number 4 hole. Also, keep in mind that on our way up there, the clubhouse here, it's a wigwam. It's just an incredible, one-of-a-kind clubhouse designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. The original spot for it was going to be up in Wisconsin, believe it or not, but the owners, the developers of the Dragon and Nakoma acquired the plans back in the 1990s and saw this construction project through to fruition. You'll immediately see it as one of the most amazing clubhouse structures perhaps in the world. And you'll see why when you step in there. It's unlike anything else that I know of in golf. And it's a lot of fun just to dine in the restaurant, check out the clubhouse, check out the swag, look up into the rafters and see the handiwork of one of the history's great architects. All right. So keep that in mind as you head for the turn. But first, we got the 4th hole coming up. It is the first in a quartet that you'll truly never forget. This hole is only 291 yards from the tee we are playing. Tips out at only 312 yards, making it drivable. Absolutely drivable. But a couple of things to remember. It's narrow. The green is tiny, teeny tiny. And off to the left is a 500-foot drop to the middle fork of the Feather River. So visually, it is quite intimidating, even though it is reachable. And if you really hit a pinpoint drive, you can get there. There's no doubt about it. There's no margin for error left, right, with big bunkers to the left and oblivion beyond that. To the right is just dense forest. So most guys will take a mid-iron, maybe a 5-iron, 6-iron, just lay it out there and have a little wedge shot into a fairly shallow green, one of the smallest greens on the golf course. But it's just a fun hole because it gives you options. So if you get on the green in 2, you'll have an easy 2-putt, most likely because there's not a lot of green area to negotiate. If you drive it, hey, 2-putt birdie, who doesn't want that, right? But when we first saw this hole, some 25 years ago or more, we marveled at the structure of it, how the architect Robin Nelson managed to cliffhang this sucker and yet make it playable. So without further ado, and through the raindrops, we continue with number 4 at the Dragon. Let's go.
Smash.
Just a short of bunker from the left.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good shot. Oh, baby.
Gonna turn.
Oh, baby.
Come on. That's good. You nailed that tree, came straight down to the right of the tree.
Good. Solid sauce.
If you hadn't nailed that tree, you might be on. Oh, come on.
There we go. We're on in red.
Right under it. Harder than that, Mark. There you go. That's the way to do it.
Sit, sit, sit.
Nice.
Good, good.
Nice.
Yep. Oh!
Just right at it. And not that hard.
All right.
Get it.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy shit.
Alright.
There's a 7.
Here's a 4.
Yeah. Good part.
Well, what do you think so far? Amazing, right? Well, it just keeps getting better, folks. So let's get on to the number 5 hole at the Dragon at Nakoma Resort in incredible Plumas County, California. About an hour's drive northwest of Reno, Nevada. It's about the same distance north from Truckee, California, up Highway 89. Just a wealth of golf out here. We are playing the best of the best in this part of the world, and the Dragon certainly ranks among the must-plays. Okay, number 5. This is, by all intents and purposes, by all accounts, from day one, the most photographable hole on this gem of a golf course. It's a par 3, the first par 3 you come across. Only 126 yards from the middle tees, 163 from the way backs. Again, perched over the Feather River Canyon, shrouded in trees, great views to the north, the hills and mountains to the north. And from this tee, it's a pucker up wedge because, again, the green is small. It's going to take every bit of gumption and concentration you have. It looks like an easy flip, but it's almost an infinity green. There's a drop off behind and to the left. Little tiny bit of room to the right of the green, especially if you get over that green side bunker. But it's a little bit of a challenge. It's just a flat out fun short par 3. Easily one of the best short par 3s in the entire Sierra region from Reno north to here and in the Lake Tahoe area, because again, it's memorable, it's fun, it's just enough challenge to keep you honest, and you'll be whipping out your camera. There's no doubt about it. This was actually the cover photo for one of our early editions of Fairways and Greens magazine back in 1999. It's still one of my favorite shots, and you're just going to enjoy it. So take your time, because the next hole, as you'll see, is an absolute brute. So let's step up here and bring out the little stick. Give it a go. Let's roll.
All right. Stay right of the bunker. All right. Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't see that happen. Be the number. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Sweet. Okay. there, baby. Come on. Come on, turn. Oh, my goodness. Stay dead straight. Now. I mean, I barely touched it. It got there. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Yeah! Another tweeter, baby. Nice putt. That's some father-son ham and egging right there.
All right, ladies and gents, hope you got the photo of your dreams in that last little par 3 and perhaps notched a birdie, because let me tell you, number 6, as the number 1 handicap hole, is not only the toughest golf hole on the Dragon, but maybe the toughest hole in the entire area. It's a par 4, 423 from the tips, 370 from our tees. But the tee shot is such a beast, because if you hit it too far left, it's gone down into a ravine. Hit it too far right, you're going to be way too far away from the green to reliably get your second shot home. There is one small bunker out in the distance, an aiming bunker. Pretty much knock the ball right at that. And if you hit a good tee shot with a little bit of a draw, maybe you can scoot it past that bunker and get a little bit of a roll down the hill. You don't want to go too far, because then you won't have a really comfortable shot over a yawning ravine of at least 100 yards wide. It's just a tough hole. There's a little bit of a landing area to the left. It's kind of juts into the trees from the tee. If you get it in there, yeah, you'll have a good angle, especially if the pin is back right. But really the play is to hit it at the aiming bunker, the big fairway bunker, turn it over, get it about 10 to 15 yards past that bunker, and leave yourself mid-iron for big hitters, perhaps a 7 or 8 iron to a wide, large green protected by one little pot bunker front right. I don't know if I've ever made par in this hole, to be honest with you. It really plays as a par 4.5, perhaps even a par 5 for a lot of golfers. So if you manage to card a bogey, hey, that's fine. Take it, because there are some catch-up holes coming up. It's one of those tiptoe holes, as I call them. Just tread lightly. Don't try to bite it all off in one shot from the tee. Live to fight another day. Pick a spot where you can lay up, or should I say, have the club in your hand you want to hit on your second shot. If it feels like a 7 iron for you, try to get it to that distance. It's all carry over the ravine down to that green. So with that in mind, and with the memory of that little sweet par 3 still hanging about, step up to the tee with a little bit of trepidation, but as much confidence as you can muster, because you're going to need it. Here we go.
Beautiful. Little cut. Yeah, let's be right over there on the edge. Yeah. On top of the hill, that's okay. Yeah. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Oh, yeah. That should be really good. Sit! With the bunker.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay. We're safe there. We're safe.
You nuked it.
Yeah.
You just need to turn over like 2 degrees more.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
It's gone.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's up there. Check that hill. All right. That's okay. It's all right. Yeah, we can put it up. Yeah, just kind of buried in the side of that hill. Yeah. Well done. Oh, look at that bounce too. Get in the hole. Oh,
Wow.
going all the way.
I just hit one of those pitching wedge runners again.
Look at that shit. I buried it in the hill. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of hit like a punchy spinner here.
Oh yeah. Get up. Get over the hill. Come on. Get over the hill.
Wow.
Okay, that's fine though.
Yeah.
Stay right there.
We got to putt. We got to putt.
Okay. Aim higher and way up there. Turn it lighter. There you go. There you go. Cozy it up.
Yep.
Nice. Beautiful. That's a good 5.
Yeah. That's a really good find. I'll take that.
Nice.
Any day.
Nice. All right, ladies and gents, hope you're not too bruised up after that killer number 6 at the Dragon in Nakoma, because you need a little bit of head game and a lot of regular game just to negotiate the next couple of holes. I said there were some breathers coming up. This could be considered one of them. It's only the 13 handicap. It's a par 5, 500 even from the tips, 447 from the tees we played. But it's a snaking, downhill, tricky, interesting golf hole. There's a lot going on this golf hole. From the tee, you'll see that it's fairly straightforward. You'll have a view of the landing area, buttressed by 4 bunkers in the landing zone, 1 to the right, 3 stacked up to the left. So priority 1 is to get it over all of those bunkers to the widest part of the fairway. And also, that gives you the best view of the green further down the hill. You get it kind of tucked toward the left side of the fairway on the tee shot. You'll have a perfect view of where you should land it for your second shot. If you're going to lay up, it's got to be off to the right a little bit to avoid another drop off to the left. A bunch of junk down there, some reeds, some trees, a protective greenside bunker. So really flare one off to the right as best you can. From there, you can flip a little wedge up the hill to the long, narrow putting surface. Or if you get home in 2, you've got to turn it over. So you've got a choice. If you're going to lay up, put a little bit of a cut on it or hit it straight toward the front right of the green. If you're going to go for it, you got to turn it over with a draw, but not too much of a draw. So, hey, it's a challenge. It's all that you want in a par 5. Again, it's fun. It's a little bit easier than the first version of it. They've softened it up a little bit over the years, but a par is going to be a good score. Let's put it that way. Birdie is a bonus. Par is going to be a good score. So as you'll see, we had a great time playing it. We hope you'll have the same. So take out the driver, give it a rip, and let's knock it down the hill and to the fun 7th hole.
Yeah. Oh, did it pop out? It popped out. Nice. All right. Got lucky.
Get my cut on that one.
Yeah. That sounded like a great strike, though.
Yeah, it was all right. It was kind of a line drive.
stay in?
Into the weeds.
You just went all the way through?
Yeah.
Now if you'd have cut that.
I was trying to.
Ah, too far left. Come on. Fuck. God damn it. Hang on. We're in trouble.
Well, mine's down there quite a way.
Yeah, it hooked into the trees.
Did it? All right. Okay. I thought it was going to be right to us too. I did try to come back this way.
Not even close to that much. Yeah, there's a hill over here affecting it, so maybe about a foot out to the right.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, good putt.
Oh.
All right. Got a 6.
Got a 6.
All right, ladies and gents. How about that hole, huh? What a blast. Great par 5. Okay, on to number 8. The second par 3 on the front 9 at the Dragon at Nakoma Resort. And as you'll see, this was one of my favorite holes for this round, and it's always been one of my favorites. I pulled a 9-iron here, and it turned out to be the right stick. So pretty straightforward golf hole. The flattest hole easily on the golf course because it flies over a wetland/pond area. Off to the left, you'll see the inn at Nakoma, the quote-unquote main hotel of the property. There are some really cool lodging spots further up the hill toward the clubhouse that you can also check out. But most folks who come here for the first time stay here at the inn. Great little spot. But the 8th hole plays 148, about 150 from our tees, 185 maxed out, straightforward iron shot over those wetlands to a relatively flat green. The pin was up on this round, which turned out to be advantageous for us. Just a really good breather hole before you head up the hill for the 9th and then on to the back 9. So just take dead aim, take a good swing at it with your best 150 club, or in this case, I think it was 135 with the pin way up. So it makes for a fun little finesse shot in there for a par 3. Really good shot at birdie. So with that, let's take it on in the rain, through the mist, and have fun. Let's go.
Oh, get in the hole. Get in the hole. Woo! That was nice. Solid sauce. Solid sauce. That was a 9.
That was none? 9-iron? Okay.
Yep. Well, you got one, huh? So that's good. Yes! Birdie again! Woo-hoo-hoo! 3 birdies, 3 bogeys, back to even. How about that? That is sick, man. Solo bird. Gotta love them apples. Nice.
All right, folks. I'm feeling good after that hole. Man, solo birdie, knocked it in there stiff. Gotta feel good. Hope you're feeling good too as we get to the 9th hole here at the Dragon at Nakoma Resort in Plumas County, California. Boy, what a round it's been so far, and you won't believe what we got coming up. So let's keep going. Number 9 is a par 4, moves up the hill along the road, 347 yards from the middle tees, a tick under 400 from the tips. It is the number 5 handicap hole, and the reason for that really is the second shot to a fairly small green, and the fact that the hole itself overall is pretty darn narrow. It winds around. You tee off next to the pond that you'll also see next to the number 10 green. So you got to just keep that in mind, that the pond is kind of an aiming spot for this fairway. If you knock it a little bit over the right edge of the pond, that'll give you a good layup spot for your tee shot. I would recommend maybe hitting a 3-wood here. If you've got a full-on driver that you can keep straight in your bag, well, yeah, go for it, because that'll put you all the way up to kind of the bend in the fairway. There's a snaky little bend about 3/4 of the way out. Get to the right side of that. You've got a really good look at the elevated kind of perched green tucked back into the trees. The only bunkers are right next to the green, to the right of the green. So really, it's all second shot on this golf hole. A solid tee shot will give you a good iron shot in, maybe even a short iron if you hit it well, to finish off the round with another birdie look or a well-earned par. As you can see, the Dragon is all about just shot placement, about making the best use of the contours of the land that you can. And this hole is proof positive of that. So it's a strong, stellar finish to a really good front 9. And as you see, Alex and I had a good time here too. Before we take on the back 9 next week here on the channel. So, once more, please give us a like or give us a follow. Share this site with other folks. Midgard Golf needs you to stick around. That's what it's all about. Having fun on the golf course, making friends, making memories. With that, let's hit the 9th tee and finish out this front 9 in style at the Dragon.
Yeah, that one hurt us. Yeah. Good drive.
Be okay.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah, buddy. Oh, okay. That one. Cut that corner.
Spot on right there.
Oh, be the number. Be the number. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, it's over.
I must have hit a
Sprinkler head?
in the head.
Yeah. Wow.
That's crazy.
Stay up. Stay up. Stay up.
It's over.
Oh, it's in the bunker.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah. That ground was real wet. Oh.
Damn it!
What's the same shit's gonna happen to me?
Swing at it. There you go. That's the way to go. Go in. Go in.
Pretty good.
Nice.
Alright.
Knock that in for par and hell out of here.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.